Good morning, heathens. Welcome back. Well, today we're working on the beast. So the mission for today is to change the seats and get the 4-point harnesses installed in the beast. So basically, this is it. We're going to take out these stock seats, which are a little, worse for wear. Basically, they're broken. Just years of people sitting on them, and hardcore this Jeep bouncing around on trails and everything. It just kind of broke them. So it's time to swap them out and put in something a little bit better. And this is what we're actually going to put in. So we're actually going to go ahead and put in these bucket seats along with these 4-point harnesses. And kind of nice because orange and black, and they match her, which would be kind of nice. Eventually everything is going to be orange and black, but I go ahead and get these stock seats out that are broken, and I had to put that bar in there just to keep them from eventually leaning back. I am a bigger guy, so it kind of bend back as well anyways. But yeah, I just kind of found that slowly but surely started leaning back more and more and more. Well, pulled up the back cover and found out, well, they're broken, at least on one side, so that's allowing the other side to bend. And yeah, just kind of getting tired of messing with them, so we're gonna go ahead and just take it out. All right, so this is what I was talking about. If you look down here, see, broken. It's kind of ain't no good. Now, of course, you could take and weld that back, but this side's already gone. There's not really much left in the way of support, so we're just gonna go ahead and replace them. As the other one has the holes for the harnesses and kind of hug your body a little bit better, keep you from bouncing around too much when we're hitting the rocks, climbing the trails, kind of keep you planted a little bit better. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. One of the things you guys got to check when you buy one of these old Cherokees is just check your seats, because this ain't the first one that's been done, but it's very common, very, very common with these, especially these brackets. They just they're offset. So you figure this is the side sitting next to your console, and well, you can see this is where it's actually bolted in. So you have all this from people's bodies sitting on them, all this weight on this side that's offset, now kind of more centered. Well, it makes it so it can clear the tunnel, but it also has this inherent problem where it puts a lot of stress on these brackets, and this one as well as here will break in the front on the side, which is very common. So I fixed quite a few of these for a few buddies, and well, it's just something that I don't want to be doing. So all right, so got the seats out. So I'm done, and when we're measuring for the new seats, I'm find out that this bar here is actually right here, is actually about 3 inches too tall. So I'm gonna move down to about right here. It'll be perfect for the harnesses, everything will be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on that, start cutting that out, and we'll be back. All right, guys, so basically got the bar up, got both front seats out, and got the other one notched. It's not quite there, but let me show you guys how I do it. Again, not always probably the right way, quote unquote, to everybody else, but it can be done. 90% of this stuff that I've built, well, actually I'd say 100% of the stuff that I've built has all been done with a simple angle grinder, cut off disc, and a welder. That's it. No fancy smancy tools here. So check this out. You got in here pretty close, got it mocked up, but you can see the gap a little bit bigger than I would like it to be. Don't really feel like trying to fill that all in. So basically what I do now is look at this where it's hitting. Since it's hitting right here, I'll have to take a little bit of this off and continue it down here. A little bit of massaging, and that should suck that up a little bit. and raise our bar up right in the middle where we should be. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. And like I said, all we do, simple grinder. That's it. No tube notchers, no fancy benders, no none of that stuff. 99% of the stuff that I've done throughout here, if it hasn't been a prefab plate that I bought, it's just been done with a simple, you know, angle iron or not angle iron, excuse me, angle grinder and welder. Simple stuff, you know. 2 pieces of equipment that you can go down to Home Depot and purchase. I mean, $400 welder from Home Depot. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, you got to do gas. You know what? No, you don't. It's basically whatever works for you. You know, you can go out there and you can have a $2,000 machine, and if your welds are crap, the machine don't do you no good. I mean, I'd rather have a guy that can take a $400 welder and put out beautiful welds. And you sit there, you put that little pipe in a vise and you cut that. You can check the penetration. I mean, I've had guys take a Harbor Freight welder, a 220 welder, and weld me some 3/16 plate, and they put that stuff in a vise and beat the shit out of it, and it just basically bent over. They didn't do anything bad. So tools aren't always what make the man. So don't get discouraged on doing your own stuff if like you basically don't have all these fancy tools. I mean, everything here from me gets built in the driveway with a simple grinder and a welder. Just remember that. Just takes a little bit more time, a little bit more finesse, but you can get it done. This here is proof. I mean, come on, look at it. I built this whole thing, you know? So don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let everybody tell you that you can't do it. Just get out there and try. That's all. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. Simple, easy. Like I said, no fancy tools required. Just simple grinder. That's it. I mean, look at this thing. That's all I do. Little Ryobi grinder. Done me good for the last 4 years. You know, built all this stuff. Built the rack, front bumper, everything on this Jeep. You know, rock sliders, rear bumper, tire carrier, all that. All done with these simple tools. That little welder over there. This grinder, that's it. I'm telling you, that's all I use. A little piece. Just that simple. Done. Keep massaging it till it's ready and it fits. We'll be back. Hello, heathens. Well, it's a new day, and you know, things don't tend to always work out the way you want them to. So after trying to get the seats, the new ones, you know, the buckets, everything to fit, wasn't really too happy. Needless to say, sitting in there, yeah, they were comfy, everything like that. Problem being is that yeah, my head would hit the roll bar. And I mean, if you look at these things, and I got some padding and stuff and everything, but as you can see, the old stock seats are still, you know, they're still in. And yeah, And to say, sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. And, well, that'd be one of these cases. I mean, the idea was great. Theory is there. You know, put it in, and wasn't quite happy with them. So, out they came. And one my head sitting 2 inches above the roll bar, that's never a good idea. So, we'll look for a new solution. Possibly something else later on. Maybe cut this cage out entirely and redo it, so that way there's no bars in the way of your head to hit you or anything, and we'll be sitting below them. I mean, there's a couple inches where they could be moved up, which would be ideal, you know, just so that they stay out of the way of everybody. But so far, no luck. And because of the hump in the floor for the transmission, I couldn't lower the seats any lower. You know, that they went as low as they can go. So, there's there. You try. Sometimes it don't work out. But we'll catch you next time. Later.